Hello and welcome. Today I'm sharing my submission for Craft Roulette episode 316 with guest Jessica Vasher. It was to be a diagonal cut card with calm colors with the element of poster or posters, and the random of hexagon. I chose to use some new colors and some new products that will be available May 5th with the new Stampin' Up catalog that's coming out. So I made this pretty card. The designer series paper is called Bloom Boutique. Now, because the opposite side did not look as good, I had to cut 2 of these panels, so I was able to make 2 cards. So that made it nice. I used the Scalloped Blooms stamp set along with the Boutique Blossoms dies. How pretty are those? I'm real excited about these because they're just so easy to cut out and make it look real pretty right away. And then I used some paper pumpkin add-on dies that came out a few months back called Spring in the Air for this little honeycomb hexagon shape that I have on my card. The new colors, the new in colors that are coming out, the green is Peaceful Pine, the kind of gold color is Golden Globe, and then I've used, let's see, what is that color called? I might have to go look. I'm not very well versed on them yet. Barely Blush, there we go, Barely Blush. And then Crisp Cantaloupe I used for my card. Now, to make a split panel is quite easy. All you do is take a piece of cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4, and you cut it diagonally either on either one. It's going to depend on how your paper is, whether your paper is directional or not. So after I made this card, I decided that the paper looked good in landscape position for my second card, but the designer series paper that I have picked out of my stash to use to show you this is definitely directional. So I'll show you that in a second. But to cut it diagonally, all you have to do is decide what orientation you want, put it in your paper trimmer, and place the corners that you want to be cut from corner to corner to make your diagonal, and then just cut it diagonally so that you have 2 pieces. Now, most Stampin' Up paper, or all Stampin' Up paper, is double-sided, so all you have to do is flip it to get the design on the other side, if you choose to do it that way. So I chose directional paper that I already had in my stash to make a fast, cute little card. This paper, as you can see, kind of dictated that the card be in portrait mode. So all I'm going to do is attach it to a mat of Azure Afternoon that I've already embossed with the Basics embossing folder that has long since retired. And this is the same size. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And this will leave a white border around the card like this one does. Now, if you do not want a white border around your card, you make the back mat the same size as the card front at 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, like I did in this one. But we're going to use the same size. Decide which side you want to use. And I think I want to use this right hand side. And I'm going to use Tombow multi-purpose glue because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Then all you have to do, if you like the other side of the paper and it matches, is flip it over and glue it down. Decide which one you want on top, and I want my balloons to be front and center. So I'm going to glue down this striped designer series paper first. And I'm not sure if you can hear the big tree trimming that's going on in our backyard, but I keep trying to wait for them to finish and then they start up again. So hopefully that's not disturbing the video, but you never can tell. Now I'm going to line this all the way up to the edge because I don't want a border around it. And with the liquid glue, like I said, it gives you a little bit of a chance for some wiggle room. And you don't need to use too much. Sometimes it comes out gloppy, it comes out real fast. But then just line up the other side. This gives me my diagonals for the card, since the project was a diagonal cut card. Okay. This bottom does not want to line up very good. It's a good thing I'm using glue. Okay, and I used a thick basic white card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded. And then I'm just going to add this to the card front, and it's just a 1/4 inch smaller, so I'll have 1/8 of an inch border around all of the sides. And that's all there is to it. Such a quick and easy card to make. Let's get that nice and centered. I donate a lot of cards to Cards for Kindness, and I just started donating cards this past month to Cards for Cups. So these that I have, my just small pieces of designer series paper, will be good for either organization. Now you can decorate it like however you'd like, and I happen to think that this sentiment from the same stamp set looked perfect for this card. The Scalloped Blooms that's coming out May 5th. Have a good day. Looks real cute on here. So let me put that on. And you can put it wherever you want, but I'm going to kind of center it over the midpoint. Maybe, yeah. Maybe a little higher. Maybe a little higher. No matter. Whoever gets the card will like it. And then I have some bling to add to it. And these are some retired glossy dots. I thought that the yellow was nice and cheerful looking. So I'm just gonna put well, that one came off on my finger, so let's put it right there. I've heard that you put the embellishments in a triangle shape and you can't go wrong. Well, this one stuck to my finger too. That made it easy. So there you have it, a diagonal cut card. Do it with any papers that you have. Just cut them on the diagonal and you come up with a real fast little cute card. And speaking of bling and embellishments, I did not show you these beautiful 26 through 28 in color butterflies that are coming out May 5th that I have on my cards. I used the Golden Glow butterflies on the ones that I made for my craft roulette card. It matches the sentiment. And then for my other one, I used the little pink ones. So I hope you'll give a diagonal cut card a try and see what you can do with it. Most of all, join us for Craft Roulette. It airs on YouTube Friday nights at 6:10 Central Time with a slideshow of the previous week's submissions. And then the host, Mary Gunn, gets on there with her guest and spins the wheel for the 4 parameters that I have made these cards with. And all parameters are doable, and it's always fun, FUNN, Craft Roulette style. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.